Hello to everyone, both here in person and also those who are joining us online. I am delighted to welcome you in this LAMPA Festival panel discussion, Youth in Agriculture Matter. So our food choices shape not only our health, but also our planet, our landscapes of the countrysides and vitality of our rural communities. So if we want farming to support both people and the planet, we need a shift of agriculture, shifting toward more practices that are fairer, greener, and more resilient. And to build these better food systems, we need young people who are ready to farm sustainably and lead change in their communities. And here, as a side event, you can see we have a youth engaged in cooking, so you can have a testing. These are organic pancakes from buckwheat flour, and also you can put the hemp spread on it, so enjoy. My name is Las Mozola, and I am truly passionate about caring of our planet through creating sustainable food systems. Back in 2018, I joined a group of dedicated people to co-create the festival Greenfest, and this festival was about sustainable living. It became a platform to highlight the unique potential we have here in Vidzeme, the region which is rich with organic farms and with alternative food chains. So from these early conversations in the festival, we started to make a vision that this Vidzeme region and Gauja National Park should be a bioregion. And when the municipalities like Sigulda, Cēsis and Valmiera joined in 2023, it became reality. A memorandum of goodwill to create bioregion was created, and in this memorandum we committed ourselves to promote organic farming and sustainable consumption, especially in public institution kitchens, kindergartens, schools, and other public institutions. So now our main topic is, when we started to create the bioregion, we realized when we started to vision what our sustainable food system has to be. We realized that youth has a very important role in it, and without the youth we will not be able to make this shift. That's why I'm now referring to you, to our speakers. Please introduce yourself and tell what you are doing and what is your relation to the topic. First, I will give floor to Jonas.
Hello everyone. Thanks for inviting me, first of all. My name is Jonas. I work at Nordregio as a junior research fellow. We are a research institute located in Stockholm, and we specialize in regional development and spatial planning. But I mostly work with sustainable development policies, governance, and resilience strategies. But today I was invited as a part of our project called Growing Foodies, and this project was financed by the Nordic Council of Ministers. If you could change the slide, please.
Yes, tell me.
Thank you. So the project basically addresses the fact that young people are losing interest in food production, in having a career in food production. Not only that, but we also observe a change, societal changes, and a change in the food system sector in general. So we see demographic changes where young people move from rural areas to urban centers for education, for example. And then we see a development of technologies within the food system sector, so they become more technologically advanced. We also see a change in farm sizes, so farms have begun being bigger and there are less of them. We also see a change of ownership, so previously we had mostly families that have been owning farms, now it's more larger companies. And so we basically ask the question, how do we get young people to choose food production sector? How do we get them involved in the sector more actively? We did some research. We did 2 surveys in the Nordics. We did a desk study where we looked at previous research in both Nordic and Baltic countries. as well as some statistical analysis, and we had a reference group of 15 people, most of them young, either practitioners, so farmers, or working with food, basically, and students in the food production sector. So that's briefly about me and the project. Thanks.
Great. And now we come to Rita.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rita Ivanova. I am from Daugavpils University. I am a senior project manager there. And the project I lead there now is Interact Central Baltic Program School Food Waste Solution Project, which just started in April, in this 3 years long project. And the main topics what we have to do in this project as Daugavpils University is to create digital education system for children about healthy eating. And there will be also parts about agriculture, why local farmers are better than imported very often. Yes, and also we will create recipe books where we will teach school cooks to cook food from locally grown food. This is shortly about what I am here, why I am here, and later on I will maybe share also some experience from our project which we have already.
And now we go to two speakers who are also farmers. So,
hello. My name is Julia, and you can see what we are doing. Please show maybe pictures, I hope. Yes. So my husband has a farm, and our family has organic farm. We have 300 hectares of organic grains. We cultivate different kind of grains, and also buckwheat. We love buckwheat a lot, and so we promote strategy from farm to fork to table. Yes, so we give additional value to our harvest by producing organic food. We try to make it very healthy, and so we have buckwheat, different kind of whole grain flours. Then we have buckwheat snacks like healthy bars, snack bars, crackers, and also we are busy with tourism. As you see, we organize different activities for young and people and for children as well as for adults. We organize tours in our farm, educational programs for different groups. Yes, so this is a small story about us, about our family. Today I have my children with me, like my son and his girlfriend, and you can see how we work together, let's say. You can try our product as well and see there what we produce.
And now we go to Andris.
Hello everyone, it's very nice to see you here, and thank you for the chance to be here. I'm a co-founder of Obelisk Farm, a small family-run industrial hemp farm in Latgale region. And we do grow hemp. No, it's not cannabis. You don't smoke it, you eat it. So everyone who just arrived, go there to the table. There is the waffles, there is a spread, and eat it, because it will be more joyful to sit and listen what we are talking here. And we are running farm together with my family, as you can see in the picture. My son is there. And we try to promote this plant because it's so diverse. Today we are eating, today we talk about food, but actually you can build your house, you can make a paper, you can make a clothes, all these different things, and that's why we are doing it. So let's enjoy this day. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for introduction of each of you. So we go with the main question of this discussion is how do we make agriculture a place where it is appealing to the young people? They see opportunity and the future. So what we all can do together and practically to support that shift. So the first theme will be education, and So when we speak about the first experiences in agriculture, we have to think about the childhood. Rather, it comes from the family or the school. So that's why this farm-to-school programs are very important, because this is where we get the first impression. And everyone knows that apple from the tree is much more tastier, and we have these experiences in our hands when we are going directly to the farms. This is where we open children, and when we make this can make this positive image of it. Jonas, you have been working for the Grovis project, so can you tell us insights of this project and what kind of experience did you get? What kind of education we need, formal and informal, for the youth to become knowledgeable more about the farming and get interest in the farming?
Yes, exactly. I mean, both formal and informal education is really important. When we talk about formal education, we see a trend in the Nordic countries, especially Norway actually, where they try to integrate the food system perspective in informal education more and more, both in schools and at universities. In general, when we look at the labor market of food systems in the Nordics, we see generally quite low-level formal education, people that work there, or education that is not specifically aligned with their occupation. And that kind of creates this, this kind of skill mismatch. What we also see is that there is a difference, like a skill difference in rural and urban areas. So, for example, in rural areas, what we have proposed in the project as one of our recommendations or one of our conclusions is for rural areas to support this upskilling in digital technologies for people who live in rural areas. And for urban centers like cities, we strongly advise to incorporate this food system perspective in informal education. When we talk about informal education, that is something that we see more of in the food system. So people usually get trained by companies, by farms that then employ them. And in that way, they kind of fill the gap that the formal education doesn't really do. One good example is that we have noticed within the project is actually from Finland. And there there's this company called Atria, and they have like this Atria's 100 Young Producers, I think it's called, the program. And there they don't only teach about food production, or they focus on husbandry, but also about financial literacy. So how do you actually manage farms, right? But our project has been concluded just recently, and last week we presented some recommendations for the Nordic ministers in Kuopio in Finland. And the conclusions are in the form of recommendations. And the first one, as we already spoke, is education from the introduction of food system from a very young age for the young people. Then we also have to, when we talk about food production, we have to talk about innovation and entrepreneurship. We need to make this connection between food systems and innovation, because now the sector is getting more technologically advanced. What we also suggest is to, when we develop strategies, especially resilient strategies, we have to involve the young voices, the young people, because they are going to be the ones who's going to be the farmers in the future, right? We also have to make rural areas more attractive for youth, more attractive for female entrepreneurs, because we still see there's a huge gender gap of farmers. Since farming also has some seasonal work, we also have to upskill and integrate migrants who are working those seasonal works. So that's very short about the project.
And now I want to show a little bit pictures from our workshops in the bioregion. So we work here, you can see on the slide, we work here for this vision for sustainable food systems, and very quickly we realized that if we want to involve new people and if we want to involve consumers, we have to bring them to the farms. And Andres and Julia and Rita, maybe you can tell from your experience, you are inviting people, small children to this farm and bigger one. So what is your experience, what we need, and how important it is when the children are coming to the farm?
Yeah, I will start. For example, in our case, our farm is open from April till September. It's exactly the time when visitors can see the plants actual on the field. So actually every year, more like in the springtime and beginning of summer, we see that there are groups of pupils, the children from the schools and students. And then the shifts change, I guess, when they are finishing the school. So they go for excursions, and we are the one of the farms which they visit. But that's what I noticed. The most amazing thing is the attitude from the young people when they arrive, when they see me, when they see the plant, and they definitely already in such a young age have different perception of this plant. And when we move forward, because we also have in the farm like a hemp museum, where you can touch things which are made out of this plant, and children, they do like that. Everyone, I guess, like that. It's boring when the person is just blah, 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 blah all the time. So I'm blah, 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 and take these shoes. This is made from hemp. So, and then we go on to the table where is all the goodies, and children eat, and that takes them, And especially when there are some groups who especially come and make a paper out of it. So it's engagement, 1 hour from the fiber, from the breaking the plant and working, and it's a lot of fun. At the end, the child goes away with a piece of paper, and I'm sure that they stay with it because they take it with them. So this is our experience engaging with the young people, that they need actually this practical thing. It's enough, I'm not saying anything bad about the school. It's enough sitting, It should be not obligatory, but optional, at least. If you are in some region and there are buckwheat farm, hemp farm, cheese farm, whatever farm, that there are some kind of visits, more often, So, because engagement is very important to enjoy the real-time experience. And one example I can tell you, some years ago comes the children from Dricani region, and I give them the seeds because they came in the spring. And they have a youth center where they spend not all the summer, but they are frequently there, not in the school. And in September they send me the pictures all with the huge plants behind them all around the youth center. So you see, they stay with that, I gave them literally the seed, and they are like, okay, this is our work this summer. Because I explained them how to harvest the leaves, the seeds, to break the stalk. So they did the first step. They went through all the 3 months, they did the job, entertainment, quality time. Yeah, that's my experience.
Yulia, can you share yours?
Yes, so as you saw, we had some pictures also. There was written the buckwheat residence. We have the residence of buckwheat, place where we promote buckwheat as a superfood. We promote organic farming, sustainable agriculture, healthy food, all these topics. And we try to involve all these themes in our tour. But it is very nice that always, my husband always participate in the excursion also. He works with young people, with children, and me also, myself. We are all the time together with them. So we do all interactive way, because they like to move. They can't sit and listen like you now. And of course, we play different games. It's non-formal education. So in the beginning, they go with my husband to see how he works, to see tractors, combines, to understand the grain cultivation processes, of course, interactively through games. Then they understand more about organic farming, where is the difference between conventional and organic. Then we go to buckwheat residence. We speak about healthy food, also, of course, through games. We try to bring different products and read the ingredients on it and to understand the composition of food. And then we cook. have cooking workshop. They can choose which flour they will cook, buckwheat or pea pancakes, and they cook themselves. So after this program, we see that we have some results. Also, we are very happy with my husband always when they go from our farm open-minded, and usually it's like that. It's our mission to change their mind. And I have a story also. One 5-year-old boy, after all this program, he was standing close to such exposition. We have such an installation, transparent glass installation, where we show how buckwheat goes from field to the product. And it was a buckwheat, unhulled buckwheat, like from field. Then it was already proceeds like hulled buckwheat. Like crops, like crushed. Then it goes to flour, and then pasta, buckwheat pasta. But we had project with kindergartens. This boy was very small. He was staying there a long time, and I came to him. I said, "Are you okay? What are you doing there?" And he said, yes, and this boy was so impressed because he was looking on this protest, and he said, "What do you want to say here?" Does it mean that if we want to get food, we don't need to go to the store? He was shocked. He was really shocked, and he started to think different way. That even pasta you can do, you can grow yourself. Maybe he thought that just tomatoes, cucumbers, yes, but not pasta. Also, buckwheat snack bars we have, so it's more complicated product, but it's possible also to grow, to produce yourself. Yes, so we change their minds. Of course, it's not so easy with teenagers, with young people. They are more skeptic, but we try, and we have success as well. I think we need to have more. We must to provide such a possibilities more and more to young people, because this is the way to connect them with organic, sustainable farming and food. Yes.
Yeah, and so Andres and Julia, you shared very good experience from the farm, and I want to ask Rita, what kind of collaboration we need between municipality, school, and the farm, so we can upscale this, that everyone gets the first experience on the farm as early as possible.
Yes, so maybe then you could open one of my slides. Yes, before I say about my slide, I will tell that actually last year Latgale Planning Region finished one project, BSR Food Coalition, and it was about farm to school program. And we also brought children, like 7th grades, to Julia's farm, and I saw that they were really impressed. Some of them even first time took the grains in their hands. Oh, this is how it looks before it reached my plate. Wow, amazing! And we got very good feedbacks from them. And later on, when their school introduced buffet style food, like introduced buffet style in kitchen, they more often started choosing buckwheat. Because teacher told, before they didn't eat buckwheat so much, but now they really choose buckwheat more often. It's mean that these trips really helped. And what I also noted that they started asking questions, how much do you earn? Do you really can earn with farming? And I think that we have to make farming trending. We have to make it popular. We have to show them that it is actually amazing way to earn money also. It is not like only for older people, it's for young people, and you can be like great startup in farming field also. But about cooperation, let's show one of my slide. From 2nd till 5th of June in school food waste solution project, we went to the Karlstad municipality. It is in Sweden, and it was amazing example how municipality can work together with local farmers. They serve food as a restaurant. They don't have like school kitchens. Yeah, they have school restaurants everywhere, and they work together a lot with local farmers. They also have one company, like wholesaler, who sells only local products. So they don't offer any other products from other countries, only from Sweden and mostly from the region of Karlstad. And how it works, for example, municipalities, schools chef, but maybe one school chef, he wants to serve some kind of food to the children, and he needs like specific product. They have ambassadors, like school chefs ambassadors, who goes to the local farmers and speak to them directly and say, you see, for example, we are making bread at school, and all the time we buy like one type of flour, another type of flour, third type of flour, and then we mix it in a specific proportion, but it is very time consuming and it is expensive. Could you please make flour which will have all these type of flours in one package in the proportion which we need? And they say, yes, we can do it. So this farmer who grow different crops, you know, they made this special mix of flour for this school. And then they told, okay, but you know, for us it's better if this packaging of this flour is like in 7 kgs in package. Can you make it? And he told, yes, we can. So they made specially for Karlstad municipality schools this packaging. And of course they have procurement, everything the same way. But because they have this wholesaler, you know, for these farmers, it's very easy to give their products. Maybe not all farmers are very big, and they cannot maybe give this product for all schools. But they can give some part to this wholesaler, and then schools buy by themselves from this wholesaler. So it's amazing collaboration, actually. And municipality is really supporting local farmers, so they all work together. And you know, when we went to visit these farmers, for example, this man which you see in the picture, he's 84 years old. And like 10 or 15 years ago, he makes floors, yeah? And his business was very close to the finish. But municipality came and told, no, we will not let you die. No, we need this type of flour, we need this packaging, let's do it. And that's why the Karlstad municipality, they saved this farmer. So it was really inspiring, and I think here in Latvia and other countries, we have to remember this example, and it shows that it's possible. And I understood also that it's very important what people work in the municipality. Because to these people, Karlstad municipality, it's really important to give the best to the children, and they understand that the best is local. Yes.
Yeah, so we need cooperation from the municipality,
yes,
understanding also from the teachers and the school, and the farm openness. Okay, and now, so we have to start early. We have to involve young people from when they are children, not when they are teenagers, and connect them really with the practical experience, practical examples on the farm, and work across the sectors. Now I want to turn to audience. Are you ready to share your experience? So I will now put this Slido. So those who are online, they can answer. My clicker, no, now it's working. So I want to ask you, the first question is, do you have any personal memory or experience related to farm? When was it and where was it? Who is the brave one who wants to raise the hand and say it in a person? Share your experience with us. Here is a volunteer, so anyone? Or you can also, of course, type the question in the Slido. Maya, do you want to share your experience?
Fun fact, I actually figured out this question, but I can also answer it, because I think if we remember each of us the first time, the personal experience of farm or anything in countryside, it's somewhat shocking and very surprising because it's so different from the urban environment. So I have more the memories of my first experience in countryside in sauna. That was like Latvian, of course, sauna. It was very frightening, exciting, and very memorable just to realize how the steam of water goes into the air, and that the sauna is itself very like a dark place full of herbs and plants, and that's something unforgettable. And my first memory of farm is, of course, at my grandmother, who owned a cow, and I remember that once we visited her, and this cow had a bloated stomach because it was eating apparently this grass with humidity or something like that. And I remember that they called the veterinary doctor, and also that my grandmother was crying because the cow was suffering. But then it all get better. So quite, so to say, not just happy and easy memories.
Is there anyone else who wants to share his experience, his or her experience? Vadim, maybe you want to share something. No. No. Do you have any funny story about the childhood experience?
I have a very quick one. Also, my grandmother has in Lithuania, she has a small summer house, and we always grew some stuff there. And at that time I will be honest, I was forced to go there. But after some time, you get used to it. So it's something that has to grow on you, I think, quite literally.
Yeah, some people really have this bad experience about weeding all the very big fields. Andris.
Yeah, also very quick one. I'm from Riga, actually, just 13 years living in countryside, but I remember one very nice experience. Also, like you, similar. It's summertime. What to do in the city? Let's go to the grandmother. And I tried fresh milk. I think we could call it like that. So grandmother milk the cow.
Just unprocessed, very fresh milk.
Yes, take the glass,
from
boy.
The cow.
So yeah, it was great experience.
Okay. So and now let's move to second very important topic is agriculture, sustainability, and the future of agriculture. And we all know that agriculture, from one can causes climate change. It also causes environmental pollution, loss of biodiversity, loss of soil fertility, but it doesn't have to be like this. Agriculture can be a part of the solution for all of these problems. So, and for young people, the desire to make a difference is something that can drive the career choice, actually. And when we present agriculture as the sector, when you can help the people and the planet, this is where it can start to resonate. So how do we do that? Does anyone have an idea?
I can speak from our experience. Because as I said, some young people, they come very like skeptic in the beginning. Yes, they are closed. Especially yesterday, we had a group. It was very hard to open their heart. They were 13, 15 years old, and they were from villages. So they know what is farming. So they came like, and what we will see here, we know everything. Again, tractors, and nothing special, nothing interesting.
This is not trendy. And
yeah,
modern.
this is not trendy. Yes, this is wanted to say. But what do we do? First of all, we speak with them, saying about us, me and my husband, about our story, and then through personal experience. And like we said, as them to. We had different jobs, different experience, different professionals and educations, yes, and now we understood that this is the values for us. Why? And you need to be very confident in your values. You really need to believe in it. What are you doing? Why we do organic, sustainable agriculture? And like through our stories, like people, you need to show. Of course, if you work with young people, you need to be cool. You need to be. You need to have fun yourself. Yes, I am correct. Yeah, you need to be positive. You need to enjoy this process also. You don't. It's not allowed to make stupid jokes or something like that. I mean about teenagers. Yeah. So, but it's very important. You need to understand how to work with every age. It's very big difference between like 6 years old and 8 years old. It's other languages, yes, and our games, our stories, yes, other stories, I mean. So we open this discussion through saying our stories, like we are also people, look on our lives and why we decided to do what we do. And then they start to listen, they start to understand more, and then we put these topics about sustainability, healthy food, then they can more like understand more than before. When they don't want to listen at all, they come and they are very, very closed. And it's nice to see how at the end they are completely different people. They are more positive. They smile. They want to try our snacks. And sometimes with the young people who are like 17, 16, we speak more about business models, about startups. They are very interested in these topics, like Rita said, about profitable, yes, like because it's not just idea, lifestyle, organic farming, just philosophy, but you can also earn money from this, yes, and it's trendy now. And they like to listen our stories where we sell our products, that we have snack bars which we export to other countries. So they want to know how this business built, and probably they think about themselves that in the future they can do the same. This is one of the examples what they can do in the future. Especially if they have land, like yesterday we had a group from countryside, yes, so they understand that this land, this 2 or 3 hectares is value for them. So I think the language, how we speak to them is you understand what age this is person, so then you can find a correct way to speak with them. And you must to have a lot of different educational programs, activities. It's not enough to come to our farm just once and go back and again. For example, they eat snack bars made from buckwheat, no added sugar. They try for the first time in our farm. They said, oh, it's so tasty. It's amazing. I didn't know that it can be so tasty, not just healthy. But then they go home and they buy again this super unhealthy added sugar, full of ingredients that you can't even read, chocolate, and that's it. So it must be like sustainable program with many activities from different fields in school, maybe once per week in school about nutrition, cooking workshop where they can understand basic knowledge about what is fiber, what is protein, how food is built, yes, and why our bodies need these concrete products. And we must to cooperate, of course, and work hard. Because if we will be ready to give healthy food, healthy organic food to schools, but children will be not ready to accept it. Yes, they don't know what is the form, what's new products. They will not accept it. And we need to prepare them.
Okay, maybe Andris, you also share your experience from your farm. How do you speak with the young people and how do you tell about your values?
Yeah, thank you. I agree in a lot with Julia. I want to say that farms like us, we are already doing it. We are showing the example. And I wanted to add to all of this another thing, that living in the farm, it doesn't require, how to say, to be a farmer, just a farmer. I can tell you my example. My wife is like public relations person. That's it. And she has a full-time job now. That's it. It's her job to go in social media, show what we do on the farm, get the people on the farm, meet me, meet hemp, eat tasty, delicious. It's all like a circle. And plus, when especially young people, when they see this, it's just a plant, and then it becomes like an object. And that is like amazing part in all of this, you know. So different set of tools in countryside is just a good thing to have, definitely. And we can prove that by doing that, like in the daily.
So the farmer is not only the grower, it also makes marketing, public relations, it's innovator. So, and when you show this to children, they become more interested.
Exactly, because for me, I am not the farmer. I'm an entrepreneur, let's say. I create something. I give you the pleasure, let's say. If you visit, I give you the pleasure to enjoy all these different kinds of experience.
You can have also a lot of people on the farm. You don't have to be lonely and farm alone.
Exactly that. And when the young people understand that, and through all that 1 hour and a half, they do that. And they have this like, yeah, really, but I like build stuff. Okay, so build with hemp and do that, you know. And you can do that in countryside or in Cesis there behind the park. So it's just a diversity which it brings, and by being a farms like this in rural area, it's just a plus for everyone in the region, whatever. It's just for you to make your life different, and you gain from that.
And Julia is telling how to spark the interest for the young people as farming as a very good business and a very good profession. Do you want to add something?
Yes, maybe I will add a little bit. Yes, and I agree totally to both of speakers. But if we speak about this sustainable farming, that longevity of farming and impact on climate, and we want that our youth also think about it. And so it has to become important for them, because people don't care about things which they don't like, what they don't understand, what they don't know. Yes, so of course education is very, very important. And if with small children it is actually quite easy. For example, my daughter, 6 years old, recently they went to Julia's farm with class, with her group from kindergarten, and now she asked me, is it organic? Show me, where is this green leaf? You know, or when we go to the shop and I check some meat to buy, she said, no, don't look there. So why? No, we are not killing animals. You know, it is not good for climate. No, don't buy meat. You know, it's mean that for these small children, it is easy to teach what is good, what is bad, and they really grab it. They understand it. But for younger people, again, we have to show them that actually sustainable farming is something very interesting. To show that actually farming is not anymore this very hard physical work as it was maybe many, many years ago, that we have such an advanced technique now, drones also, to show that so many ways to use also drones in farming, you know, so to make this farming more interesting for them, because for these youngsters, they are very like rebellion against things which is not interesting for them. Yes, but it's important. Okay, for him it is not important right now. But if we grab his attention, these younger people, through maybe technologies, what is very interesting now, we can show them that actually it can be used in farming, and it makes also our planet more sustainable in future.
Yeah, I'll be very brief. I mean, I fully agree with everything that has been said so far, and I think it also quite well resonates in our research, what we did in our project. And basically what we're talking about here is a shift of narrative. So the way we talk about not only agriculture and farming, but also about rural areas in general. I think the fact that rural areas have this negative stereotype of them still, I mean, that is what we see at least. is something that hinders some young people to join the food system sector. And what we could do and what we have kind of highlighted is this can be done through media, but it's really important not to not only show the differences of rural and urban areas, but also to show young people how you can create a good life in rural areas. Something that is, I think, one of the most important things for young people is to have this good life. And to do that, you have to support rural areas with local jobs. You have to create areas for young people where they can socialize outside of work. So, I mean, this to attract young people to farming is a whole larger, set of policies. When it comes to changing narrative of agriculture and farming, I do really agree that we have to show that it's actually a very innovative sector. We use, as you said, drones. We use AI now as well for farming, and that is something that has to be highlighted much more for the young people that it has been done right now or so far.
As we are running out of the time a little bit, so we are going to the final theme, and it's about strengths of community, because no young person can do the farming alone. And our mission as adults is to create environment, is to set up the framework where these new things can happen. So what is the role of the community and what we have to do? What would be your insight to support that young people are coming in the farming and creating these new futures?
Our experience is like this, that definitely mostly young people who are coming to our farm, it's from the region. Because how the connection happens, it's our own experience. I go to markets, I talk with people, people try our products, they buy some products. Some of them are teachers in the school. And that's so simple. And communication is so important to person, to listen, to ask what you want, what you like. Do you like that? Maybe this, maybe that. What you eat in the breakfast, maybe you try this. And through the conversation, person remembers you. And it's so simple. It's just that we need to continue the job, what we do, and do it as wide as possible, but not too much. Obelisk farm will stay in Latgale. That's it. We are not going further than that. We will not receive the groups of children from Lithuania or Liepāja region. Maybe, yeah, if they call, if they want to spend 4 hours in the bus, okay. But this is what we are talking about. It's a local. It's a community. Word to word. A bit of Facebook, a bit of Instagram, My children are in school. Everyone knows them. So those teachers come, other classes come, and it spreads more. And what we need to do, me and Julia, definitely we need to continue that. And then it's from other side of the schools, of the local governments, that they find the resources to include that the children have visibility and option to know us, to know the food what we produce. And then it comes back, and then it goes back, and then it's continuous. That's how I see it.
I agree with you, and I think we will continue definitely, because we do it already, but we are not decision makers, unfortunately. What we also do, we are open for collaboration with ministry, for example. They work hard, I know. They make groups of new programs they create for schools. They try to have more organic local food in schools. And if 2 years ago we thought that it's impossible that our buckwheat will be in the schools, not because it's crazy bureaucracy. We didn't believe in it. But now our products already in schools. Children eat it. So we don't believe it still in it, but it's true that it happens. So step by step, because for us it's always volunteering. If we have an email that please make your comment because we want to make new law, like about to involving healthy, organic, local food in schools. For us, it's volunteering because we have our own business. We are busy. We need to spend time to listen their discussions and so on, but we always try to participate, like in this project as well, yes. So we are open for collaboration, and I think that's why we have results, that government, they understand that they have partners also from that part, yes, from all sides we need to have support. And now, yes, of course, the canteens, cookers, they don't understand sometimes how to cook our buckwheat, because we have green buckwheat. It's completely different product. We have calls, and we share our experience, our recipes. We do master classes, and they try, and it's better and better. Whole grain flour already in some Latvian schools. It's perfect. We can't believe in it. It's amazing. So hopefully soon we will have whole grain fresh bread baked in the school every day. It would be very nice, organic, all the ingredients.
So wonderful.
Live in it.
Julie already tackled the school, what we eat, food in school. So how can we make that through food procurement, more organic, more local ingredients, products coming in the schools? Can you elaborate on it?
Like a very difficult topic, but now in this project which we do now, School Food Waste Solution, actually we have to say big thanks to Interact Central Baltic Program for accepting this project, because we actually making like small revolution in it, because we will teach like pilot schools cooks to cook absolutely different food which they are not used to cook, and we will use different ingredients, also green buckwheats, not only like traditional, and because how to say, the system is very stagnant. It's not moving. It is just has like a train, only one road, and they cannot turn anywhere. So in this project, we really want to help these pilot schools and municipalities who participate in this project to change, to be more open for local farmers, to introduce kids new food which grows in our region. For example, only because of this project I got to know that actually in our region there is a farmer who grows broccoli. I was amazed actually, you know, and I never saw broccoli in schools. But we will change this in this our project. And if we're speaking about this, how we can attract more new people to farming, we should also keep in mind that farming cannot be without land. So how much land we have for this, for farming, free land, which is not already used for farming. Because usually these young people, they become farmers if their parents were farmers, so they have some land to do this. And the second option, they work for other farmers. So this is also like availability of land limiting this a little bit or a lot. But for sure we should keep working on make this profession, let's say, this how to tell this work more appealing to young people, that this is something which is very modern, very trending, and it's good not only for planet but also for your family, because it will give you possibility to earn enough money for your family, to save planet and earn money for your own family.
Okay, as we are going to the last 7 minutes, so we have to be very brief. I will ask the final sentence from each of you, some comment. What is the key recommendation? What has to come out from this discussion? What is the next step, the way forward? How we can personally be involved in creating a future of agriculture and future for use in the agriculture, as we can see today, like young people are cooking us organic, healthy waffles. So please, from each of you, in some sentences, can you have the final recommendation from this discussion?
Can I start? I'll be very brief. I think something that has not been mentioned here so far is addressing the issues that young people have by including their voices. So my recommendation is to have these either locally, regionally, or nationally youth advisory boards where we would hear what kind of challenges they face in rural areas or urban areas, what kind of challenges they face in education and farming in general. So I think by doing that, we can include their voices and to address this issue more broadly, to represent them basically.
Yes, briefly. So I think very simple. Start with yourself, and like we do already. And the best, it's about story about how you can give good education, not education, school education, but life education for your children. To be example yourself, be yourself, organic, sustainable, and so on. Eat healthy food at home. Yes, so. Of course, we can't change the situations in different families, but probably, why not? Because in our farm, we see young people very clever. Sometimes they know what it is, healthy food, and sometimes they are more clever than adults. So we need to change probably ourselves. It's not too late. For example, also healthy food production. After this discussion, I invite you, we bring healthy snack bars made from buckwheat. You have a possibility, everyone, to try. Yes, so I do my enterprise. I have my own business. I buy buckwheat from my husband, produce healthy snacks, and give to you. I export to other countries. No added sugar, just 3 ingredients in it, organic. So let's do this, people.
Yeah, how to tackle this? I see it very simple. That's what we do on the farm. It's enough for my family and some people who are visiting. But where are the children? Where are the young people? They are in the school, in university, and they are at home on the phone a lot of time. And so we need to be visible there. Like I said, we live in the Rezeknes region. There are, I don't know how many schools. I don't know, let's paint hemp leaf in the kitchen there. At least the child will question, what is that? What is this? This is food, this is healthy. So we need to be visible, yeah. Myself, need to go to each school, approach the director, hi, you know, we are producing healthy food here, this is the price. Maybe you add, like today with the delicious things which we are cooking here, there is some hemp protein inside. It's just a small thing, that's it. Yeah, we need to be visible in the schools.
And in the end, again, I will come back to this project that we are doing, because it actually, this is the reason why we join it, because we want to help system and municipalities to be more open for local farmers, to teach new food, how to cook new food, new products, new ingredients. And also, I promise that we will continue also working with Julia and Andris, and will incorporate their products in our recipes, so we can introduce and teach our cooks how to cook this, maybe new food for them. And also we will create this education system for children, where we will teach not only about healthy eating, but also about the farming, how it starts, why you should eat organic food more than maybe not so organic, yes, and about healthy food. So actually we just start, and I promise that we will finish this project with very good results.
Thank you all the speakers, Jonas, Rita, Julia, and Andris. Thank you, audience, and those who are listening us online. I want to also thank LAMPA Festival, and also thank supporting partners, Interreg Baltic Sea Region Program, Nordic Council Minister's Office in Latvia, and Sustainable Gastro. Let's support future of the farms by buying the products from the farms who are already there and who are example from our youth. This is the very practical next step that we each can do. Let's plan also the trip to our local farms. So thank you very much, and let's enjoy other program of LAMPA. Thank you.